Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for this video, I'm going to be running through a makeup tutorial for you on the look that I am wearing right now. This is definitely more of a nighttime look. I really blew out the eyes and I smoked them out. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I was really feeling the cool tones today and purples and pinks. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy and I will see you soon. Bye. Myself more of a straight edge on that eyeshadow. I'm going to be using a little bit of Scotch tape and I just put it underneath my eye, as you can see there, and then kind of angled it out towards the outer tail of my brow. But for today's makeup look, I'm going to be using the Carly Bybel BH Cosmetics palette. This is the first palette that she created with them, and the first color I'm using is this really gorgeous purple taupe shade. I'm using this as my transition color. I took a little bit of it on a Morphe blending brush and just applied that directly into my crease. Then I'm using more of this kind of like true gray purple color. It's pretty much just a shade or two darker, and this one I'm using on more of a precise blending brush, and I'm applying that directly into the crease area. But this color, I'm keeping it a little bit lower than the first transition shade. Then I'm using an Ulta eyeshadow. This one is is called Wisteria Lane, and this is a really gorgeous violet purple, and I'm using the first brush to apply that into the crease. It's going to add a little bit more of a purple tone to the look, whereas I didn't want it to be too red because some of the shadows in the Carly Bybel palette were pulling more of like a wine purple shade with a little bit of a gray undertone. Then to darken up, oh my god, you guys, I can't talk right now. To darken up the outer V, I'm going in with the darkest wine purple shade in the Carly Bybel palette, and I'm using my Sigma brush to apply that just to the outer V, and then I'm going to slowly start making my way to the crease area. I don't want to bring this too far into the inner corner because we're going to be putting a silver shadow there anyways, so might as well just go ahead and leave that blank. For the silver shade, I'm taking Pistol Whipped. This is by Luxie Beauty. I really love this eyeshadow, you guys. Honestly, all of their eyeshadows are extremely pigmented, at least the ones that I own, and they're really affordable, cruelty-free. I love them. And I'm just taking this on a flat shader brush. I did spray a tiny little bit of the Pixi Glow Mist just to weten up this eyeshadow a little bit. I'm carving out that crease really well, and then I'm slowly kind of blending it out to that Carly Bybel wine shade. I didn't, like I said, I didn't want to cover that up, but I just wanted it to kind of have it fade out into the outer corner. Then I'm going back in with a tiny little bit of Wisteria Lane on my first blending brush and just going back over that, making sure that there's no harsh lines. I didn't want this to be a cut crease. I just wanted it to be matte and a little bit of shimmer. Going back in with that Carly Bybel palette, I'm using this gorgeous vanilla cream shade to highlight my brow bone. Anytime you do a smoky look, you want to make sure that you at least use a matte brow bone highlight to kind of get rid of any shadow that got too high up. Then I'm going to take off that tape very gently, of course, and as you can see, it really gives that nice sharp edge that I was looking for, and this kind of creates the illusion of a wing without having to use any eyeliner. For my primer, I'm using the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I love this stuff whenever I'm looking for a little bit of hydration. For my foundation, I'm using a Pure Cosmetics CC Cushion Foundation, and this one is in the shade Light. This was the first time that I used this. I purchased it a while back in my Ulta haul, and I absolutely loved this foundation, you guys. I don't know why I've been hitting the jackpot with foundations lately, but I really have, and I absolutely love this. It lasted all day, and it lasted beautifully all day. Then for my, what am I doing right now? It's been a while since I've done a
voiceover. But anyways, I was putting concealer on, if you guys couldn't tell, and now I'm just buffing that out. This was the NYX HD concealer in the shade beige. I love this concealer. The price is right. It's like $5.99 and it's amazing. I absolutely love it. So I'm buffing that out with my damp beauty sponge, and then I'm very precisely applying some translucent powder. This is the Wet n Wild Dolce de Leche translucent powder, like a pinky powder, because I definitely am going to be going in with a highlight shade that is liquid, so I don't want that too far down. Then I'm taking that Dolce de Leche by Wet n Wild contour shade and just doing a very light contour. I didn't want this to be too structured, so that's what you see me doing here. And then I'm taking a little bit of the Cover FX Custom Enhancing Drops, applying that to my cheek. I started to blend it out with my damp beauty sponge and realized it just wasn't blending the way that I wanted it to, so I just used my little fingers to kind of rub that around, and I applied this underneath my blush because I didn't want it to be too striking. I just wanted to add a little bit more of a luminosity look to my cheeks. So I really, really love this Custom Enhancing Drops. You can add it to your foundation or you can apply it as a highlight. Then I'm taking my e.l.f. Quad Blush Set, and this one is in the shade Light, and I'm taking that gorgeous Baby Doll Pink and applying that directly over top of that. Then to line my waterline, I'm using the Tarte Sex Kitten Black eyeliner. I love this stuff. It stays in there all day long. I don't have to touch this up, which is really nice for me because my eyes tend to water a lot, especially whenever I have something in my waterline. So it's nice to have something that stays all day. And then I'm going to add a little bit of that medium purple tone in the Carly by Belle palette, the one that's in between the lighter and the darker shade, using a Morphe flat definer brush. I'm putting that right against that lower lash line, and then I'm going to buff that out with a pencil brush using the lighter shade. I didn't want the bottom to be too striking. I just wanted it to be dark and smoldering and sexy, but not too much, if you get what I'm saying. Then for my mascara, I'm using my favorite mascara of the moment. This is the Fiona Styles Ultimate Lash Icon Volumizing Mascara. This one is a purpley wine color, which I've talked about a lot recently, but I honestly love it with my brown eyes. It is so pretty. For my lips, I'm just using a lip gloss. Shocking, I know, but this is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade, what are you, Angel Food Cake. It's a really gorgeous, kind of like deep magenta pink color, I guess is what I would call this, but yeah, I just wanted something that wasn't too dramatic, that just added a little bit of shine to the lips. And that completes this look. Oh my gosh. I hope that you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.